because it was excessive.
Have you watched Ted Lasso?
No.
Okay, then I won't say.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
No. What I was going to say is the Game of Thrones Shame Nun.
Shame.
She is the big blonde broad in Ted Lasso.
Ah.
She looks quite different in Ted Lasso.
You know, we need to talk about new shows. My wife and I have been watching some new shows that
Hold on.
that we haven't.
Before you
Yes.
dive into the new shows you're talking about, what's this bitch Ted Lasso show? And who's the big bitch? Is it Hannah Waddington?
Yes.
Waddingham?
Are you
Yes.
talking about Brienne?
She plays
Brianna in
Rebecca
Game of
on
Thrones?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, she's tall. I think she looks tall anyway.
You're not talking about Brienne or whatever her name is.
Oh,
on
she's a
Game
big
of Thrones.
bitch, man.
Brienne.
She's the Brianna Tart. She's like mammoth, huge.
Yeah.
No, not Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. She was the one who
No, not that one.
was
Right.
saying shame,
She
shame,
was the
shame.
one that was like Jeff said, in the nun's outfit and the blonde chick.
the Cersei had to walk naked
Cersei
down
had
the bed.
Cersei Lannister.
She had shit
Yeah,
and food thrown at her.
shame, and people were like throwing feces on her.
So you're
last
saying,
night's
you're saying
chicken
about
dumpling
Cersei
soup, and
or the nun that's
The
throwing
nun.
dudes
stuff
are taking turns
I
whacking
don't
off on her.
remember. Wow.
They were
Yeah, they were.
Who was?
the guys in the.
No, they weren't.
In
Oh yeah, they were pleasuring
in the
themselves. And
No, they
just
were not.
flying
wrong
feces.
with
Some
you
and
guy
guys?
yanked
fecal
his
matter
junk
and-
out.
No, he did not.
You need to go back and rewatch it.
No, I read the books.
So did I.
And trust me, those were
Well,
very
anyways, Hannah
descriptive.
Waddingham.
God.
She's that big woman. She played in why are we going here?
I don't know.
Because you said shame, shame, shame.
Shame, shame, shame.
That was her. Anyways, she is a big woman, and she's a beautiful big woman. But she's
I
not
have no
big.
She's
idea
also a singer.
I literally have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, she's on the screen here. So.
Yeah, well, it's a little tiny screen that because we don't have a big
Oh, the
screen.
Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah, that's cool.
Waddingham.
Anyway.
So she played on several different things. Let me humor you. Ted Lasso was one of them.
There she is. You're saying she was the nun in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Wow, she's very jugacious.
Yeah,
Really?
she is. And she's
Interesting.
she's born in 1974, so that makes her
Worthy.
That makes
older
Oh,
than
I'm
your
sorry.
wife, I think, right?
No, she's the same. Well, let me see. My wife was born in 1974 as well.
So she is
Oh, she's 5'11". Look at that.
46,
Nice.
47.
Yeah, she's a year younger than my wife.
So
Yeah,
she's
46,
not that.
47.
She's not that tall. I mean, she's as tall as I am, but she's a little bit shorter.
She's not that tall. She's as tall as I am, but a little
She's
shorter.
the same height as Pete Sessions.
That was so weird. We
It-
say that a lot, but
know.
it was
We-
just such a weird thing.
I haven't
that they
seen
did
that
it up.
again. I have
Every
not-
time we talk about somebody's height, I bring it up because it was the
All right,
strangest
so
thing
what
I've
we're
ever
what
seen.
we're talking about is that we were looking at some random person.
Actress.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it
who
was
it
a-
was.
We were
Well, it was
looking
an
at the
actress.
height
It
of
was
an
a
actress.
random person in Wikipedia, or it was.
It was Google.
No, it was Google, and it shared how tall they were in a little factoid note on the side, same size as Peter Sessions.
And it was a woman we were looking up.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would you share
It was
that? I mean,
such- it
I
was so
don't get
shitty.
it.
I want to find that podcast because we laughed our asses off. When
It was
we
just
saw
so
that.
random.
It
I've
was
never seen
so
that before.
random.
Ever. And I don't think
I
we've
know.
seen it since then.
It was great. It was great. It was really funny.
strange.
Okay. Anyway, there was something I was.
Well,
talking
let's-
about.
Well,
new
new
shows.
TV shows.
Well, TV shows. What are we drinking?
Oh yeah,
You're drinking a beer.
Chattanooga whiskey.
No.
Oh, dude, I got the first beer. I got the beer from our first half.
Oh, that's gross.
It's still cold. It's in
No,
my.
it is not cold.
It's in my bearded butcher blend seasoning.
Did you see
That
that,
doesn't
they're going to be
matter.
on Tucker Carlson?
Are they?
Yeah.
The butchers.
The Bearded Butchers are going to be on Tucker
Yeah,
Carlson.
because you
Are they-
went
what are they
there
gonna be
and
doing?
You met them
Because
and
I met them when they were still just dudes.
Did you hug them?
Yes.
Were
You
they
give 'em a
dudes like
man
us?
hug? Was it like half hug, man hug, or a kind of
It was
fist bump?
full on.
A bear hug,
Yeah. Thrust.
full on bear hug thrust.
Wow.
Okay,
No,
I
I
wasn't
didn't-
anticipating.
They were in the
thrust.
back.
They were in your back.
So I didn't. I
Oh,
actually
so-
didn't get to meet them. But they were in the back because there
One
was a
was in
big
the front,
window.
one was in the back.
Yes. So there's a big window to
Testing your
viewing
scrotum strength.
their butcher area, right?
Yeah.
So they were working back there. So
It's called the Cuddleum.
Not the Wackatorium?
No, where they cut.
The Cutulium.
Hmm?
All right.
Sounds very sexual.
No, it's the place where they cut. You guys don't know that? What are you,
No,
stupid?
I don't believe that. I believe it's called the cut floor.
Shame. We need that little soundbite.
No,
Ding,
we don't.
ding, ding, ding.
we really don't.
Shame.
And then
we
a
really,
fart.
We really don't at all. That's cool. Look at those guys. Look at those beards. That's what you're trying to do, Sean. You're trying to make your beard worthy of their beard.
You know,
You got to get rid of that thing.
I'm gonna get rid of it.
No.
I'm letting it grow.
You said that a month ago.
You did.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at right now.
If you lose your car keys, I would check in there.
Yeah.
Like Peter Griffin. Like
Don't give a fuck. Don't give a
Who's
fuck.
Peter
Don't
Griffin?
give a fuck.
The Family Guy.
Family
He
guy.
grew a beard, and they're like birds living in it,
That's
like a
funny.
nest.
I've never watched Family Guy, but it sounds funny.
Oh, it is. I haven't watched it in a long time, but
You've
it's.
never.
I've never seen it.
Oh my god,
I know.
dude! We got to watch something from Peter.
Didn't you show me a clip of Family Guy where they're all killing each other in like the cafeteria or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one.
That was over the top.
Yeah, but it was. But that's what the show is about.
That
They
was
talk about all kinds of crazy
over the
shit.
top.
So maybe we ought to type in like something like.
No, I tell you what. I haven't laughed as hard when I watched this clip. I watched it with Julie downstairs, and I laughed so hard. You may not do it to you guys, but it's so. Search Family Guy Ipecac.
Ipecac?
Ipecac.
How do you spell that?
Ipecac.
Okay.
IP Ipecac. That right there.
What is that?
And
That's right. It's a medicine that you take
it's
when
a medicine that makes you
want
throw up.
like, hey, I just drank
Gross.
something.
All right, watch.
All right,
It's a
here we go.
contest.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
well, it's
It's a contest?
not.
But anyway,
a
I
contest.
watched this. I was watching it live on TV, and Julia was sitting there
All right,
with
you
me.
guys, I got 8 crates of Ipecac from Mort, all on my tab. Now, whoever goes the longest without puking gets the last piece of pie in the fridge. Okay, here we go. How's everybody doing? Good so far. All right. Nothing yet. Cool. You know, I don't know if you guys had any of that pie already, but that is some tasty stuff. That's from the bake sale that Lois was... Ooh, one down. I know somebody who won't be having any...
I'm starting to feel funny.
Well, I feel fine. I guess I'm gonna...
Oh boy, that means I win. I get to eat.
Oh, God. Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh, my God. My insides are on fire. No, please. No more.
Dad,
This
I'm
is
scared.
embarrassing.
Get the phone. Call 911. Lois, get in here. Okay. I think it's all gone. I think it's... I don't want to... Peter, I need you to
Oh,
hold
the
my
whole
ears.
house is destroyed.
All right, so this is Family Guy in a nutshell.
Who wants chowder?
I don't know. It hit me the right way, and I laughed so hard. The kind where you can't breathe and no sounds coming out. Oh my gosh, that was about 10 years ago.
I thought it was funny. Wow.
There are so many. Family Guy has like plus Family Guy has a lot of.
I'm crying. I'm crying a
I
lot.
mean, they tie in like you've never. So I do giggity. You don't know who that is?
No.
Quagmire. Yeah, we don't have to do Quagmire, but there are so many crazy scenarios with Peter Griffin. He's this.
But the thing I like about Family Guy is he makes fun of everyone.
Yeah.
See, that's good.
You know, he does.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
the producer's putting something on. Are you doing that for a reason?
Housekeeping.
No, yeah, we'll get sucked into watching clips of Family Guy for the rest of the podcast. So no, let's not do that.
Go away.
It sounds like we're doing that.
Go away. I come in anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I said no. Okay, I clean? No, get out of
What
here.
the hell?
So
I clean
this
now?
is
No.
this is
I
basically
stay and watch?
it goes all over the
I get
place. It's not like Homer Simpson. It's just I mean he does sex changes. He loses all this weight and
So they make fun of
embellishes
They're making
a
fun of
new
everything.
body. Yeah, they make fun of everything.
Yeah,
I
they
mean
do.
it's just
It is. That's what again. It's been a long time. It's been on for a very long time. It was on Fox and it got canceled.
Really?
Yeah, and it was off for a couple years, and
Well,
then it
but
came
it
back.
got canceled for a reason. It got canceled over some political shit, I think.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Did they
And-
compare Valerie Jarrett to Planet of the Apes?
No,
No, but they may.
they it's similar to the oh my gosh, what is the cartoon they have with the little Kenny that dies?
South Park.
It's
South
similar to
Park.
that a little bit. They canceled it because of that. And then all of a sudden, they came out with this is when the Cartoon Network picked up and they did the Star Wars Family Guy,
Oh yeah.
and that was hilarious.
Star Wars Family Guy?
They
Yeah.
got a Star Wars Family Guy where they're all Star Wars characters,
And so that was Family Guy creators' comeback
what
because
of
he
them?
got canceled.
Well,
Like you
I
said.
don't know if that was the catalyst that
and
did
then that
that.
was super popular, and then they just revived it. Oh my God! Yes,
Oh,
no, that's awful.
I'm telling you, man, it's
I
a
recommend it.
cult.
I mean, there's hundreds of episodes you could watch, and you can watch them in any order.
Oh,
It
and they're
doesn't matter.
absolutely all stupid.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I love it.
But
That's kind of like SpongeBob.
again, no.
I mean, you have
SpongeBob
Stewie
sucks.
Griffin
I know.
as Darth Vader, and he kind of reminds me of
That's
what is it? Is it a Woody Allen version of what is the May the Force be with you? It's
It's Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, and it was
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. There you go. May
That
the
was-
Force be with you.
that was a great show.
What's your name?
No, Schwartz.
Wasn't that Rick
More-
No, he
Moranis?
says, "I
More
see your
vulnerable.
Schwartz is as big as mine." Schwartz.
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 The Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Yeah. That's that Mel Brooks. I don't know if he may be dead now.
Baseballs was a funny show.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, that was back in the C3PO was. God damn it! I guess this is why we have to do research first.
I know, right?
What's that bitch?
Yeah, but we're all over
she
the place.
She died, and she was a comedian.
Joan
She did-
Rivers?
Yeah, Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
God, whatever. It was just funny. It was,
You talking about Spaceballs?
and the other dude that died who played Chewbacca, the big fat dude,
Oh, John
Jim
Candy.
John Candy.
John Candy.
Oh yeah, he died. Yeah, that was sad. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there he is.
He's fat.
You know the guy that plays Han Solo is the guy, the president
Stop!
on Independence.
Stop!
Correct.
What did you say?
The guy that plays Han Solo.
No, Lone Star.
I know, but that's
Stop.
his character,
His name is what?
Han Solo.
Okay, what's his first name?
Han Solo.
Okay, thank you,
Oh, good lord! Really?
dude. Seriously.
Really?
Oh, look, my friend, his name is Paul. Oh, am I saying it wrong?
That's Paul in Spanish.
Is Han Spanish?
Okay, fine.
Years.
I'm sorry. He's Danish. Han Solo.
There you go.
Right, Han Solo. Right. Well, the guy that played Han Solo is also the president in Independence Day.
But Harrison Ford?
No, the guy in that movie,
Jim
Spaceballs.
Bill Pullman.
Neil Pullman.
Yeah, Rick Moranis was Dark
Bill.
Helmet.
Oh, Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman is the
Oh,
president.
Independence Day.
in
Oh, he gives a
Independence
great
Day.
speech too, right?
I don't remember. He's actually been in a lot of stuff. I've been surprised. I thought he was kind of like a B-rate actor,
He is.
but no, I mean I think he's stuck around, man. I think he's creeping into lower echelon of A.
Like a Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise is A++.
Brad Pitt.
God.
Did you hear what he's filming a movie in South Africa right now?
What
And-
about? What about?
Mel
and-
Brooks.
No, Tom Cruise is, and he flies his own helicopter. I guess he's a helicopter pilot,
Wow.
and so where he's
That's how he's
staying,
gonna die.
he has like some estate that he's doing an
Some
Airbnb.
sprawling estate.
Yeah, some Airbnb,
Some compound.
Yeah, some Airbnb that he's doing, but. But when he's done filming, he flies his helicopter over and he lands, and all the people are like very like they're just humble, modest people, and they're like, "Oh, Tom Cruise is here." No,
Just like
yes,
cuts
Like a
into
Huey.
him.
yes, yes.
Like
and
Vietnam
part
Huey.
of the filming, but it's real.
All
He
their
literally
paper
is
plates and
killing
paper
people.
cups are flying everywhere. They got a picnic set up and paper tablecloths, and they're just everything's going up and spinning, and
Yeah.
the whole Sunday brunch is over.
Because he flies 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, 'cause
he's that tall.
awesome. No, they're like they're so stoked that he's there, and He's super gracious and super friendly, and he lands his helicopter and he waves and he smiles and says hi to all the people, and they're like, "Oh my God, we have the ultra celebrity in
You know,
our little town."
I gotta hand it to Tom
but he
Cruise.
flies his own fucking helicopter. That's
well,
cool.
John Travolta has his own. Fuck that. I couldn't stand
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise for a while. I mean,
Yes, I
after
know.
his little episodes, but you know what? He's
He's the real deal,
He's working on me.
and he does his own fucking stunts.
Well, so what,
I think that's badass. Are you
He
kidding
broke his
me?
foot.
Here's the thing.
dude?
If-
If you were
Guys,
rich,
no. Yes, that's my point. If you are worth what he's worth, and you were pompous and this and that, well, you wouldn't do your own stunts.
He may be a pompous asshole.
No,
we
he's
really
not.
don't know.
No, I don't
How
think he
do you
is.
know that? Oh,
yeah, but if
I
he
know.
can
No,
do
I
the
just- well, 'cause
stunts, then who
texted him.
cares?
I texted him, and he's a friendly guy.
he's in your favorites,
He's in my
Tom.
faves. It's faves.
faves.
Really,
You didn't have to put his last. You just put Tom.
Tom.
Is he even going out with anybody right now?
I call him T-Man.
T
I
boss.
I heard he was gay.
He's not gay. He's bi.
Oh, so he likes. Well, whatever.
To be a tranny.
I don't think he's a tranny.
No.
Yeah, I think that ship sailed. But he definitely is bi.
He is not bi.
Why do you say
Well,
that?
you're the one that said that.
I was kidding.
Oh,
Why do you think he's bi?
He's not bi.
well, that's what the feedback says. You know,
No, it
that's what
does
his
not.
ex-wife said.
That's a lie.
Well,
That's,
she
you know what
said
that's
she
called?
had a strap on
You know what
and
that's
he liked
called?
it.
That's called misinformation.
Is it?
What he's doing right now is called misinformation.
I thought that was gaslighting.
and we could get canceled because that's what Joe Rogan said misinformation.
Really?
Really?
I don't know. That's what his ex-wife said.
What's her name?
I don't even know.
Mimi Rogers.
Yeah.
That we talked about her when my father-in-law was on the podcast.
Mimi Rogers.
No, the girl
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
So all the
Katie Holmes.
you know,
She was
Tom
married.
Cruise has a lot of money when he can force Google to produce
Well, he was married to the redhead
literature
as well, right? What was
or
her name?
narrative.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
They
Tom
were married.
Cruise
They were
was?
married as well. Yes,
Damn, he married everybody, didn't he?
Well, she
all
was.
of them.
She's pretty.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah,
What was the movie Eyes Wide Shut?
Never saw it.
He was.
I've
oh,
never
he
seen
was,
it either.
It was sexy.
Was she nude?
I don't think so.
Very sexy though.
But it was that kind of movie where, what do you call it, masquerade ball or whatever? They all had masks and everybody was naked and there was like a whole room full of people having sex all over the place.
Does she just pick someone to have sex with?
I
you
don't
know?
remember why. I don't remember the premise of the movie. I just remember that scene where all these people were having sex with masks on, which is retarded because the masks aren't, you know exactly who it is.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you could see through it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, like it.
Or you just lift it up a little bit?
No,
So
you can
see?
tell. You can
No,
tell.
this isn't a Christmas
Like
cabin.
like they're making.
You can tell who the people are
Gingerbread
with
house.
these
This is-
little masks that they
and
wear.
you're cheating.
You know what I'm talking about? I mean, when they have a masquerade ball, they wear these little these.
oh, so it had eye holes?
Right. I mean, like that. Yeah, tell me you don't know who that is. Of course you know who that is.
That's Tom Cruise.
That's screwing you in this sex masquerade party.
Well, I don't know. I mean, some of them have got all these
Well, look,
feathers
the
and
black one right there. You don't know who that is.
Hold on. Isn't that the premise of those things? You don't want to know who you're having sex with?
Well,
That's what makes it kind of intriguing.
Well, then you wear.
I don't know. I've never been to one.
I've never been to one either.
So why are you
Then
even?
let's have one.
Because that's Eyes Wide Shut. That's what they were doing.
I don't want to have one. You just scared me.
What'd
I
you
need-
say?
I said, let's have one.
Let's
then.
all
I need an adult.
with a very small audience. It's like, okay, that could either be
It's you and like one other person, your wife. Who is it?
okay, if it's not my wife, it's got to be the other woman, right? Oh, that's awful.
Like Shelly, let's do this. Just you and me. We don't know who it is.
What a horrible idea.
Well, yeah, I think the premise back then with the masquerade is
Were they trying to hide their identities? Because
I
it's
don't
not
know.
working with those masks.
I don't know. I've never been to one. I think that kind of died out in like the 1700s, didn't it?
Well, yeah, because everybody got syphilis.
And chlamydia
There was an outbreak of syphilis, and majority of those people died, didn't they?
and blue waffle.
Blue Waffle. That was a walk me through Blue Waffle. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with.
Is that a sexual thing?
What the hell is Blue Waffle?
I don't know if we want to know about this.
I
Yeah.
don't know either.
It's-
Jeff is laughing already. So, all right, bring us up a picture of Blue Waffle. Is it some sort of vaginal warts?
I don't know what it is.
Vaginal warts or vaginal rash?
It is well, obviously our Mr. Producer knows what it is.
Oh, because he doesn't want to see blue waffle. Okay, we're going with a no. We're going with a no on the blue waffle.
I say get balls in. Blue waffle, do it.
No. Mr. Producer is shutting us down on this one. This is the first.
You have a computer.
By the way,
you can
this is
pull
the
it up.
first. We've been censored by our own producer.
Right.
I'm gonna type it in.
Wow, this is the first.
Blue WA
Blue waffle.
FF. Blue waffle food.
Oh,
it's-
why are we doing this?
it's
It's
not
obviously
food.
something awful. What was the point?
Boom.
Hold on, we were on Tom
Is
Cruise.
this like an image? I see a blue waffle.
Oh, you
yeah,
must have
it's
safe
literally
search.
a blueberry waffle.
So is this referring to? Is this synonymous for something?
Well, you probably have the what do you call it? The filter,
He has safe search on.
safe search. Thank you. Damn,
How
you,
do I get rid of
you
that?
came up with that quick?
I know.
Because you typically turn it off.
Well,
No,
actually-
I always check to make sure when the boys were on that, I was making sure it was safe search.
Isn't that frustrating? Even when it's on. Do you remember when we were like? I mean, they would be like 8 years old or like 6 years old, and be working on a project, and they needed some sort of image, and you like put in a, I think the project we were on was smelly vagina or something like that,
Put STD. or
and
something.
we put that into the Google.
Right.
You didn't hear me.
Yeah, you did. Stinky vagina. I heard you fine.
And I couldn't believe what the pictures that came up. I mean, it was such an innocent
Dude,
school
I don't
project.
see anything about blue waffle.
Okay, stop with the blue waffle thing. Move on.
Well, you guys were like the ones wanting to find it.
No, I didn't want to see anything about blue waffle. Oh, there. Hold on.
Whoa.
You
Is this-
nasty,
Was that-
nasty people.
Okay, so there's the word
Who's
prone.
controlling the computer? Shut them down.
That's not me. That's our producer.
okay. Well, I don't know what it is, but
that was
it's-
swollen.
that
All right.
was
You know what? I'm done.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm about to hurl.
Your son is much more robust at his search than you are.
Wow.
Are you proud
yeah,
of
no
that?
kidding. You came up with
Waxwell waffles.
freaking IHOP.
He came up with.
Yeah, we were thinking IHOP menu items, and he came up with some sort of swollen.
I don't know what it was.
That's a God blessing disaster.
It was. Well, you know what? We tried to stop you, you idiot. They even warned us.
I didn't pull anything up.
He warned us.
Yeah.
So, back to the camping as a kid.
We never started.
Yeah, we never went to camping as a kid. We talked about Tom Cruise flying his own helicopter.
Ah, fuck Tom Cruise. So,
Have you
look,
watched Oblivion yet?
my God, it's so good.
I watched it
think
again.
I don't
It's
know.
so
When
good.
I was sick,
I
I
could
sat and
watch
watched
it
it.
Are
over
you kidding
and
me? You
over
watched
again.
it again? I haven't even seen it. What is Oblivion?
I've
It's
seen
good.
it at least 2 or 3 times. It's amazing.
Is it that good?
Yeah.
It's an A+ movie.
God,
I don't
bless
give
it.
I don't give A+ very often.
I mean, he plays the same character a lot in his movies.
Yeah, but it's so good.
But it's an interesting movie, an interesting concept.
Agreed. And Edge of Tomorrow, A+ movie.
They're making a part 2.
Are they really?
Yeah.
She's badass. What's the girl's name in that? Emma something.
Thurman.
No,
Emma, no. Who is that?
I don't know who it is.
She's awesome. She's super cool. Edge of Tomorrow, the girl. I forget.
Yeah, they're making a part 2 of that, a sequel.
Is she Quell?
Yes.
Very nice.
And both Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
What else is she in? Because she's a badass, man.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Oh, that was Bill.
That was where
Paxton.
it kept repeating itself because the
Yes.
alien had some sort of
Amazing.
Got a reset.
Yeah,
Yes.
had a little. Then that's how they were winning.
Right.
You know, they kept resetting because they learn all the shit.
Right. She
So
was
good.
in Jungle Cruise and Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Jungle
okay.
Cruise.
Oh, Quiet Place. Have you seen The Quiet Place?
No, I don't think so. Click on that real quick.
The first one,
With Evelyn
Quiet
Abbott?
Place.
the
yeah.
first one is better
Oh,
than
the
the
first
second one.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I definitely know I haven't seen that.
The first one's better than the second one. It's basically
Is it a horror?
there's aliens, and you can't make any sounds.
Oh,
Otherwise, because they'll find you and then rip you apart.
Oh, and it's got John Krasinski.
Yeah, he was.
yeah, the
in-
dude from The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. him
Okay,
from, I know
I
him
need to
from.
remember that. The Quiet Place, and they
um,
made 2 of them.
Yeah,
Wow.
That is crazy. Can you imagine yourself? I mean, just put yourself in this position where you're somewhere and you need to be quiet, and your family has to be quiet. I mean, babies are gone, so you know
Right.
they're going to be like,
no, she has a baby.
wow,
Oh, you can't keep a baby quiet. Give
Yeah.
me a break.
That's in the second one. That's the challenge.
Oh yeah, and the baby dies. It has to.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to ruin it.
Well, of
Okay,
course,
yeah,
the
don't
baby. I mean, the baby doesn't die because all of a sudden magical shit happens. You know,
Right.
they
I
give
got
little
you.
kids some dope or something.
But I mean,
Yeah.
there's no food. There's none of this, so the kid's hungry all the time,
Yeah,
You
they
might
can't
as well
make
let
any
the
noise.
kid die.
right?
It sounds like a horrible movie.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, but you're telling me it's good. You've seen both?
I've seen both of them. The first one's better than the second, but the second one's still decent.
Where did you see him? Like in a movie theater?
No,
I mean, where did you see him?
I have my ways.
Oh yeah, you and your illegal stuff.
Well,
that
I tell
guys
you
do.
what, we're talking about going back in time. We've been talking about watching Breaking Bad, and I have finally started watching Breaking Bad. I am on the last season, halfway through it. I've got probably 4 or 5 episodes left.
When
of
did
it.
you start it? Like Friday?
Yeah.
Did you hear what the main actor did recently?
What the father of
What, Cranston?
Yeah, the main guy. He
Oh.
realized the error of his ways and how whiteness has infected him. And
What?
oh yeah,
What do
he
you
had
mean it's
he had a
infected?
major whiteness
White guilt?
white guilt moment. Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
I don't think that's white guilt. I think that's
I don't know what it is,
being
but
wealthy guilt.
See, now you can't watch it.
No, I've already.
You didn't watch Tom Cruise stuff for stupid stuff, so now you can't watch this.
No, I'm
you
gonna
can't
watch
finish
it.
it.
I'm gonna finish it because I'm invested in this, and I've
Good for
seen
you.
everything up
No,
to.
it was a good program.
I've seen whereas his brother-in-law Hank Schrader, Dean Norris was just found out that he was taking a dump on his toilet. He picks up the little book that was on the back of the toilet, and it's got some handwritten note from one of the cooks, his assistant, and it had his little initials in there, GB, because that was just part of the story. So they just connected the two, and all of a sudden he was kind of like, "Oh my God, you're him," and he just became super angry, punched him in the face, put a tracker on the car. It's just
And you're talking about
But he
Breaking
couldn't.
Bad.
But he couldn't
Breaking
prove
Bad.
it.
Well, I mean,
So-
and at the time of the show, I mean, he was kind of like, well, look, I've got cancer. By the time by the time this goes to court, I'll be dead. I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
Yeah, that was
Right.
his whole point. He was a chemistry
Right.
teacher.
And then it was like a false positive or something, right? Or it went into remission or something.
Oh, I didn't. So okay.
Oh,
So we
spoiler,
watched
spoiler alert.
we watched the first episode, Shelly and I, and I guess in the very first episode he has to cut up a body and he puts it in a tub
Oh, and it falls
and the
through.
tub falls through the
That's a
ceiling.
great scene.
Yeah, well, that was it,
That was the worst part of the whole show.
Yeah.
and we never watched it again.
No,
Yeah.
you need to pick it up because that really you don't see much of that. Although you do see
I
some
know.
guy get his
I'm
face
just
blown
saying.
off
I'm just saying that was the end of that show for us.
because of you.
That was the worst
No,
part
because of
about
my
it.
wife. She said, I'm not watching it."
Tell her to pick up episode 2.
That was the worst part about the whole thing was that because
Yeah.
they were sifting through the meat and shit. There was like they pulled out a mandible and it was just like
Yeah, you don't really get into that again.
Okay, well, maybe I need to.
Just just like Game of Thrones. My wife
Yeah.
shut that down the first time I tried to watch it with her because the brother and sister were screwing. She's like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm done."
What's wrong with that? That's badass.
Well,
what?
so she was done for about. It took her about 4 years for me to talk her back into it, and we skipped that first episode. I was like, "All right, you've seen the first one. You know what happens. We're going to start on 2." And
So-
you don't really see. I mean, it happens again, but it's later in, and she's already invested at that point, right?
So-
Right there
so-
you go. They have
dudes
to
like
be invested.
us that have watched Breaking Bad. I mean, it's funny for me. You have the I want to say the two main characters, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. It's basically Walter White, WW, and Jesse Pinkman. So Walter, those two, in almost every single one of their scenes, there's always arguing. They're constantly bickering each other throughout
Right.
the whole God bless the movie. It's just non-freaking stop.
That's great.
And it really, I mean, I'm telling you, I've only got like 4 or 5 episodes left, and I can't wait to watch it.
So it was only on for 5
This
years.
went off the air almost 10 years ago, and you're just now watching it.
Well, I haven't seen
Yeah.
any. Yeah, I haven't seen
That's
any of
crazy.
it. I've always wanted to watch it.
I recommend it. It's good. It's
Well,
really
obviously
good.
he dies at the end, but I was reading a little bit about it, and it just sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on.
Did
you
you
know?
just say he dies at the end?
Well, he's got cancer.
I thought he said it went into remission and then it was a false positive.
Well,
Well, now there's no point in watching it.
well, I mean, I haven't
Well,
seen
that
it,
was
so
the
I don't know.
dilemma, right? So he had the cancer, and that's why he went through it all, and then it comes back that he doesn't either
So for
really
all of our
has cancer
listeners
or it
that-
goes away.
For all of our listeners that were planning on watching it,
Whatever.
there's no point
It's
because
10
he,
it's
in the
over 10
very
years
final
old.
episode, he dies of cancer.
He's,
There's nothing really sexual about it either.
There's
I
no
mean,
sex in it, is there?
yeah,
But
there's
you're
no.
saying
I mean,
sexual.
You,
Who said
no,
sexual?
I did. I said because usually there's some with some of these shows. There's some sort of sex.
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of
they keep you
lure,
going. They keep you
you
going
know.
with
Oh
boobies
yeah, I
and
gotta
stuff.
throw a boob in here and every now and then. None of that is in there. Actually, that's not true. They have one show, and it was the one my wife watched.
Okay, yeah. Which
You know,
episode was that?
It, and they're in a strip club, and you know
Okay,
you got
hold
all
on.
these
Hold
women
on.
with pasties on.
Let me write this down. Strip
and it's
club,
just like, all right,
episode
well,
what?
Did it do anything for your wife?
no, but it just so happened. Well, I mean, she
Or
just,
she just like, really?
she
You're
just
watching
gawked
this?
at it. Yeah, look at you. You were just watching. It was like, wow.
You know what? That brings up an interesting question. You know how there are some wives or some girlfriends that like go with their significant others to strip clubs?
I could see my wife doing that.
Really?
I would not do that, but
Well, my
I could see
my
her
wife
doing
and I
that.
went to a booby club,
Really?
and because she was shopping for booby sizes, and we
Oh.
were she, not me, because I don't care. I mean, I
You're,
don't.
You're happy with your booby size?
I'm happy not dropping
mine are a
5-10
little
grand.
big right now.
You guys are both. What,
No, but my point
what are you
is,
guys
is that
kicking? 36s?
we went
40s?
to
Triple
the.
D.
In fact, we brought another friend, and I don't even know who the hell she was. But
I thought that was funny.
you know, it was. In fact, you know, it's kind of funny. I'll talk about this little booby moment here. My wife is was an actress, and one of the gigs that she got, she was in a commercial for a local booby joint, and
They had commercials?
this one was a very nice booby joint. And so, you know, she was in the commercial as in one of these little extra background things. And I was there because I drove her there, and I went to go pick her up, and you know, you never know how time is gonna happen. I ended up having to stay there. I was there forever, and I was dressed nice. Had a suit on for some stupid reason. I forget
You
what
didn't
job
go
I had.
in while they were filming?
I was there.
Did you get the
I was
free?
inside.
Did you,
Oh, okay. You were inside.
did you get the steak buffet?
They funny you mention
lobster.
that. Funny, so
You get the shrimp?
they were like, hey, well, you know what? We need some extra people. And so I was
Oh,
there. I was sitting with Tara at a table, cutting a steak. I was starving too. It was a badass filet mignon in front of me, and
in the commercial.
in the commercial. So basically, the camera's behind me. All right, and it's on the booby. It's on the martini glasses, and this lady's carrying the
That should be on
tray.
YouTube, shouldn't it?
It should be, and we should find it. And then the camera zooms in on me, and
Oh,
then
does it?
on my plate, and then goes past Tara, and I'm in a topless bar advertisement. I
And
thought that was-
you have more screen time than she does?
I think I do. Actually.
And she's like, it's fucking bullshit.
Well, and you know what's even more funny is I was actually
Did you get the day rate?
I was a disc. I didn't get paid anything. I was a disc jockey at the time, and so this was
Shankros.
I was at
Shankros.
Humperdinck's in Las Colinas.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. Yeah,
and this is
yeah.
back in the early '90s when the Cowboys were busy. Were winning.
Good. Somewhat decent.
30
Fair
years
weather.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a long time
that's a
ago.
long time ago.
It'll be 30 years next year.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy.
The last time they won a Super Bowl, if you had a child, how old would they be right now?
29.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Keep
Actually,
going.
they won in 96,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, anyways, imagine I'm at a
Before I was married.
I'm at my job, and we got football games going on, and all of a sudden, for like one of the football games, the commercial is that local bar, and there I
But
am,
not a, okay,
and it was
but
a
not the
jaw dropping moment.
not the booby bar.
No, huh?
They're not going to show that commercial.
Yeah.
You're saying Humperdinck's.
Humperdinck's was
Had the
where I
game
worked,
on.
and I was like up in the booth, and we had like it was like sporting events going on, and because it was like Sunday Night Football. I don't know what it was.
And
I
they
was,
showed a commercial. Are you cutting the steak commercial?
yes, and just coincidentally, I think it was Sunday Night Football. I think it's exactly what it was because I was there. I was hosting, and I think after the show, I was going to do karaoke or something like that. And during the Sunday Night Football game, I think I had like football squares out there, so I had a dry erase board, and I'd pass out, I'd give out prizes for the first, second, third, fourth, whatever
Sure.
thing. And the commercial came on. And here I am. I'm on the screen. It was hey, there's Sean.
No way.
It was a moment.
You
I'll
were-
cherish that forever.
Oh, you were a celebrity
I was a
did they get
celebrity
your-
at a
for life.
booby bar.
Did they get your autograph?
No, no autographs that night.
You didn't sign like any boobs.
No, it was it. You know what? I just relished the moment. It was fun, and it was kind of cool. The whole thing was cool. Going to the actual recording of the commercial was cool. They had these two goons that were a typical porn looking guys that were the main guys there. It was like the cliche thing, and I was just like, man, this is just fucking stupid. But this was a Saturday morning, and I had to tear her up there,
Right.
and so it was an all day investment, and so I was just like
What a
bored out of my
beatdown.
fucking
Yeah, what
mind.
a beatdown.
But I mean, I watched how the whole process of a Saturday was.
Saturday shoot.
Yes.
Like a
Well, not
commercial
just
shoot.
that, but they still had to conduct business.
Right.
So they had stuff going on there. So
Ah.
I got it was like one of the first moments that I was able to go to a booby bar and not get in trouble for it.
Right.
So this was like a
So
Saturday.
you're just sitting there, just
Dude, I was 8 it was 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 11, and then people like started coming in off the streets. And then you'd have these girls. Of course, they were in the next room, and and I get to go over there. Hey, you need to clear the floor. And so I go in the next room. Like, what's going on in here? What's going on in here? And they have like a buffet, and this was a nice one. I'm trying to think which one it was. It was off of
the
Northwest
gentleman's
Highway.
club,
Probably men's club.
the lodge.
It was the lodge.
Oh,
That's
the
exactly
lodge.
what it was. It was the
yeah,
lodge.
That was the primo place, wasn't it?
Well, sounds like you know.
I have no idea.
Is that
Oh.
still in existence?
I don't know.
It
Has
should
to be. All those places on Northwest Highway still are.
It had an incredible sound system.
Oh yeah.
The subwoofer. I've
That's
never
funny.
seen a subwoofer like this in my life. This subwoofer was about 12 foot long and about 14 inches in diameter.
Damn.
This was a tube.
It was a huge tube, and this thing could take off your clothes.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be like,
So it's-
what the hell just happened?
So the ladies got on the stage and then it blew their clothes off? Is that how that works?
No. It was just an incredible soundbar.
You know,
That's not it.
So I had an interesting booby
Northwest
bar
Highway.
experience. So if you remember, my brother-in-law was the head chef at Men's Club. The head chef.
Oh yeah.
And so one day, it was during the week, and my wife was like, "Really?" But I was like, "No, I want to go down there when it's not crazy, and when he has time to show me, what's going on in the booby bar, right? I mean, not in the booby bar, but in his kitchen, right? So you guys are focused on the lodge
No,
pictures.
but we are.
Oh, you are listening.
Yeah,
Yes.
the producer's pulling up.
You are listening.
I heard the word kitchen.
Okay, right. So my brother-in-law was the head chef at Men's Club. I wanted to see the operation. I wanted to see what
Producer,
it's like.
keep looking for your mom.
I said, "What it's like." Oh God.
What?
Really? That was just wrong. I said, I wanted to see what it's like for a chef to have to run a kitchen, right? Actually, it would have been better if it was in a restaurant, but it happened to be in a booby bar. So I came
Well,
out.
the men's club was a nicer one,
A
wasn't it?
very nice one. And so I went there. It was like, like a Tuesday. And I was like, tell you what, I'm going to hang out with you for a couple hours. I want to see you, what you do. And my wife was like, oh, really?
Sure.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing. I was in the kitchen absolutely most of the time. And he was describing, the equipment and how the equipment.
And the girls were
So his
coming in and
job-
picking up their food and be like, "Hi."
Well, no.
Who's this
Hi,
guy?
Paul.
Well, hold on. The waitresses were. Yeah, and they were wearing like they were wearing something similar that they would wear at
Oh,
at
I
a
feel
casino.
This is
at a
so-
casino. You know how
Right.
they wear like little one
Corset.
piece. Yeah, one piece
Like sequined swimsuit or something.
casino outfits. Yeah, they're not two-piece or topless or anything. They're wearing anyway. So I'm in the kitchen, and he's walking me. And so they hired my brother-in-law to turn things around from the kitchen perspective, from a menu perspective. And so he was supposed to go in there and like evaluate the equipment, and so he was walking me through what he had to do. And he was like, "This has to go, and that has to go, and I have to pull that out, and these guys have to learn the menu." And he's working on a new menu, and he's like, "Look at my new menu," and he's trying to teach them how to do the new menu. I mean, it was fascinating, right? And then he takes me into his office.
It's like
where
Chef Ramsay coming in for like Hell's Kitchen.
Absolutely. And then he's walking me through how the menu relates to the clientele that they have, right? Because they're expecting a buffet, right, with high end stuff,
Right.
right, and all this kind of stuff. And this is men's club, so it's apparently high end stuff.
Like tiger prawns.
So here's what's really interesting. So it was sad. It was actually really sad. So when I was pulling in, there were maybe 6 cars in the parking lot, but every single one of them was like 80,000 plus.
Right.
Some of them were 150 plus. Like these are nice cars. So here we are. I go in there and there's, those dudes, and you can't really see them because there's high back chairs, and girls were with them. And so here you go. You have millionaire plus older dudes that are lonely, and they hang out at men's club during the day.
Well, they get good attention. Not saying sexually,
Well, they get one on
Yeah,
one.
but they'll get conversations and dances.
They get one on one.
Yeah, but how does that equate to the sales of the food?
Well, okay. So
they expect high-end food.
Well, here's the thing. They walk in and they say, "I want to talk to." I'm not going to say his name. I want to talk to the chef, right? And they're like, "Oh, chef, Albert's here," and he's like, "Oh, cool." And he goes, "Because this guy's major dollar high roller dude, right? Even though the place is empty, right?"
So this is like a sports club environment where you got to know your members,
absolutely,
and know exactly what they have. And here's another thing that some people don't understand about food and beverage, and you're dealing with a high caliber members only club, so to speak, is that sometimes the services that you provide aren't there to make money; they're there as an amenity.
right?
And it's hard to differentiate between an amenity and a service.
Right. In other words, you're losing money on that deal, but that brings other clients.
Yeah, it's a quality of service that you're bringing in.
And so what's interesting, so he goes out there and he's like, "Hey, Albert, how you doing?" He's like, he's great. He goes, "What are you in the mood for?" And he goes, "Man, I'm thinking seafood today." And so he just he's like, "Make me something." No menu, no buffet, no nothing. He's like, "Scratch kitchen, make me something." And that's what my brother-in-law did. He was like, boom, 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 boom. And he'd come out there and he'd go, "This is fantastic." I mean, it was crazy. And these guys, like I said, big tippers, and he probably made money on whatever he was doing for them, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
But
overall.
I used to work at Guitar Center and selling the.
They don't have boobies there.
No, but the
No, they don't.
clientele and the reps.
Not unless you took your shirt off and put some tassels on.
Were you
Sure.
topless?
No, I was not.
He's crotchless.
But I was responsible for selling all the studio gear and the live studio gear. Not the guitars or instruments or thing like that, but the speakers, the boards, the digital shit.
Right.
And the reps would come in, and just that industry, it's guys with long hair and musicians. It's hey, let's go out to dinner.
Very pompous.
Yeah, and we went to the Gentleman's Club, and there's 2 floors to it, I think. And we went up to the VIP lounge, and we, he was whining and dining us, sell my shit.
Yeah.
And we were talking to the waitress, and she was a beautiful woman. She was a little bit older, not much, but she's like, "Yeah, my daughter is 14 or something like that, and I make well over 6 figures here
Oh yeah.
as a waitress."
Oh,
Why was she sharing that information?
Because
with
we were
you?
just talking,
because
I think he
they're
asked.
real people and they just talk.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
She sat down and talked to us for a while because it wasn't real busy. And she's like, "Yeah," she goes, "I do great." She goes, "I don't have to strip. I don't have to do this. I wear this. It was like a one piece, like you said."
That's what I'm saying.
She goes, "I make well over 6 figures."
It's like a red outfit with black lace
I
around
get
the
it, I get
edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And they're wearing
sometimes like
And I was amazed. And she was a waitress. Like I
They
said,
get
you've
tipped
got some of these
because they
restaurants
get
like
tipped.
the Mansion or some of these super. I mean, take the booby club
Right.
aspect out of it. you've got some very high caliber restaurants where these bartenders, for example,
Make a fortune.
oh my gosh, these bartenders make $100,000 and they're not doing anything more
Well,
than you would.
They should be. They should be. They should know these people by name,
Well,
and
okay.
they should be super friendly.
But
Because I
I'm
will
just-
tell you how disappointed I've been at different bars where they're just assholes.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
you're a dick. I mean, why would I ever tip you?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna, but I'm not gonna get another drink. You know what I mean? All you have to do is be, all you have to do is be a very attentive, know your audience, know the names of your people. Anyway, keep going.
Well, that's just essentially what I'm saying is that there are jobs out there that are diamonds in the rough
Yeah.
for food and beverage. Not just any kind of job. It's just like what the hell. I
And
mean,
as long
six
as you're
figures,
naked,
and
yeah.
it's just it's luck to get in. You know?
It is some of those positions you have to buy, like the
Yeah.
the maitre d's
Well,
at
that's
these
weird.
like these high end. I've read.
I remember you saying something about that. That I
You
didn't
buy.
understand that.
I read
Pay
it.
them to
Well,
get the
I
job
read an article. Well, okay, so the maitre d is there. He's making
and doing nothing.
$400,000 a year as a maitre d at this 5-star
That is
Michelin.
insane.
And when he's like, "Yeah, I'm retiring,"
He shows up and you got like
He
Zsa
sells-
Gabor that goes, "Yes, would you like me to take you to bed? Your suitcases up to
Yes.
your room, and would you like me to set up your champagne as a la runda?"
So he's Slovakian?
he's the blue guy
He's a
in Star
sommelier.
Wars.
Oh, the blue
The blue
guy. the blue guy.
The
Okay.
blue guy. So
It
and then when they
wasn't
retire,
fair. Just take the Jedi.
how often this happens, I don't know. But at the certain locations, they'll sell it. Say, who wants my job? I'll sell it to you $400,000. You're going to make $300,000.
Oh, I see. I see.
Kind of a thing.
How can you sell your job to somebody else? I'm leaving my
I don't know.
current
That was the
company.
article I read.
Hold
Whether
on.
it's true
I'm
or
leaving
how
my
often it
current
happens.
company. Can I sell my job to somebody?
Well, I mean, if there's a market for
Right.
it,
If they're just clamoring to get in there, I want that position.
Yeah, but I can't sell them the job.
I don't know.
I can't go to HR and go, listen, I'm thinking about leaving. I'm going to sell my job to this other guy.
I don't know. It was an article I read.
How's that work?
Maybe it only works in the restaurant industry at a certain level, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think you go to these restaurants like Del Frisco's or Perry's. And I bet those waiters or waitresses. I
What
bet
a
they
perfect
do well.
example. I was thinking to myself, the last time I went there, and I absolutely do not go there very often, but I was thinking to myself, you're no disrespect, but he wasn't a better waiter than any other waiter than I've been to, had in
Right.
any other restaurant.
Right.
I mean, he didn't blow my socks off with like amazing, charisma and service, and like he was amazing, right?
Right.
He wasn't.
yeah,
but I know
it's all
he's
about
making way more money.
Oh, sure he is.
Way more money. And how do these guys get that job and the other guys don't?
well, because they know the difference between like a Manhattan and an
No, I'm
old
not talking about
fashioned.
bartenders. We're talking about waiters.
Well,
So
same
they know
thing.
that they know the menu
Oh, same
and
thing.
they can describe. Oh, it's rice. It's covered with the soda sauce.
There's some rice pilaf and some vegetables and
What?
Yeah.
I've never had a waiter have accent kind of like that.
Well, most of them are like, you have the rice with
No exchanges. No changes.
yeah, you can't have that.
What,
You want butter?
what if you had a waiter that was like, yeah, the filet mignon, yeah.
I get
Say
some,
it all like fillet mignon.
I got some sliced carrots over here with
Yeah.
some goat's milk that we sauteed earlier this morning.
There's some sort of
You know,
sauce
I
on
probably believe because sounds Italian. You're just like, I'll take it.
it. There's some sort of sauce on it. I don't
We
know
put
what
some
it is.
eggplant on there. I got some there's a freshly whacked juice. We just slapped it on there right now. Hey.
They tell me it's really spicy, man. I don't know what to tell you.
So, overall, food and beverage is horrible, but you can find a diamond in the rough where
Yeah, I
you
bet.
can, there are some people like,
Well, I know
They
Brandon.
make some
Brandon
bank,
does.
man.
He works for a Mexican restaurant out in
and
Lubbock,
you can make money.
and it's a higher end Mexican restaurant, but it's nothing like Del Frisco's.
They make regular jobs. They piss people off that have like regular jobs that work 9 to 5 because
Oh,
they're kind of
yeah.
like, I go in there and I work 4 or 5 hours and I clean house. I fucking make
So how
$300
does
a shift.
somebody that works at like a normal Mexican restaurant get in there? You have to know somebody, right?
No,
Well,
Yeah, you absolutely do. You got to know
No,
somebody.
no,
in
There's
a
no
Mexican
way.
restaurant.
no.
At a
you-
high end where
well,
you're
just-
making bank like you
No.
were describing.
Well, those maybe, but like
maybe like the mansion or something like that. But you got like Perry Steakhouse, you've got like Del Frisco's
Yeah,
and
how you
shit
get
like
into
that.
those places?
You got to fucking apply, and
yeah,
you got to have.
I think today you have a better chance of getting to those places because of the great resignation that's going on or happened, right? People don't want to work.
Because they're getting paid not to work.
You have a better chance of getting in there now than you did in the past, I think.
Dude, jump
Because
at it.
sometimes when you get to
Jump
those
at it.
places, people stay
Those people are making bank.
at those high-end places.
Yes.
Because Brandon will say, "Yeah, man, I worked yesterday and I pulled in $300
Right.
one day."
Right.
Yeah.
Now he'll also say, "Yeah, I only did $60 today," so
Right.
it may even itself out. But he has some spectacular
does.
days some days, right?
Because you
So
got to
he's
work
like,
5-6 days a week, and you think about your Thursday, Friday, Saturdays.
well, he works Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Yeah. Well, actually, those are pretty good days.
That's awesome, man.
So it's he has really good ones, and he's been doing well. He's getting better at it, but he's in college, right? So it's not a career for him. But
Right.
he does well. He does enough to be able to go out on dates, buy shit,
I worked for
help
this.
pay the bills.
Yeah. Buy crack.
I worked for this one restaurant where they had a this is a longest. I worked for a restaurant. They had a Sunday buffet. All right, and it was a nice place. It was nice. It was like
Luby's.
I won't say what
It's
place
a Golden
this is.
Corral.
Yeah, I won't say what place it is.
Love
But
that place.
they had
Furs.
it was a high caliber one. So the buffet was
Furs.
like it was like $40 a head. It was something like that. 20, 35.
Ooh.
It was
That's expensive.
yeah, it was expensive. It was expensive. And they had a coupon in the newspaper.
Oh no.
And it was like
That would be me.
It,
I'm the schmuck that shows up with the coupon.
no,
$15.99.
I don't no.
Wait
No.
a second. Oh, sir, that expired yesterday.
Buy
No,
one-
it didn't.
Buy one get one free. Okay. So
Really?
So it'd be $15 if it's $30 a head.
Hell yeah.
So what we would do as wait staff is we'd buy all of them, all the fucking newspapers, and
So
we
that nobody could get them.
No, we cut the coupons out.
Oh.
So anybody that freaking paid with cash,
Oh.
Oh, so you double your tip.
yeah,
That's cheating. That's
I see.
I followed by the rules.
That's fraud. Hold on. So you submitted a coupon that the patron didn't even know you submitted. And
Correct.
And you pocketed the.
You could have done that with the credit
Yeah.
card too.
No, you can't. How you can do that?
Well, because you get paid. That's on your paycheck. Because all those tips that are
Yeah,
on the
dummy.
credit card,
No,
they
but
get paid on your
you got to go
paycheck.
back to the table. So if the meal costs X amount of dollars, you got to go back to the table and it's got to say X amount of dollars. No, you can't do it like that. I mean, there's no. That
You
would
don't give them a receipt after you ring it up with a free meal.
no. If
Look,
there's
look at Mr. Fraudster over here.
No.
He's like, listen, if you know how to work the system, you could have done the credit card too.
I was taking
Give me the Greek.
the simple
God,
road
man, what's
where
wrong with you?
it's all
You're stupid.
it's
You
all
didn't do credit
on-
cards too.
it's all on cash.
Doubled your money.
So I never mess with credit cards because that's like
scary.
you're
It's
asking
scary,
yourself
yeah.
to get in trouble with
It's
that.
scary. Yeah.
The cash
There's an
one.
electronic record.
So basically, look, if you put the ticket on the table and they pay with cash, and let's just say hypothetically it's $50, it's $40, and they leave cash in there and they say, hey, just keep the change. All right, well, guess what? If you throw an extra coupon in there, now you just made an
Made an
extra
extra
30,
15
40
bucks.
bucks.
Tripled your tip.
But think about it. You're 19, 20, 21 years old, and
Yeah.
you just spent
Yeah.
you spent like $1 to open up the machine, and you took all of the
I know.
newspapers in
The
there.
early, that's exciting. The early careers of criminals.
So the
You know what I
Dallas
mean?
Morning
When they're
News
young
was losing
criminals.
money.
Young criminals just starting out, like figuring out the system. Isn't that, it's so exciting. It's like your first love. When you're dating and you're 16 and you have that special
You
feeling.
know what's fucked up
your-
is
your
that
It's
first
just
theft.
like the
I
young
actually-
criminals figuring it out.
I actually opened up the
So
newspaper
wonderful.
dispenser and put the newspapers back.
You felt
You
bad.
take the coupon out and put them back.
I would take the page out.
so that the magazine people could
So
still
you
get
kind of
their
like
money.
Oh, it
prop,
was
it,
a-
prop
it-
it open, then you'd work all the papers, and you put them back.
I would.
You
It
know
was
what?
a process.
That was totally jacked up about newspaper. I don't know if they still have newspaper dispensers like that, but you put in your quarter and you open up the thing.
Oh, you can take all of them.
You can take all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just so stupid.
Well, they're thinking, most people wouldn't.
Most people don't.
Yeah, but you did.
Well, he wants.
No, I put
He
'em
wants
back. I
10
told you.
newspapers.
You took all of them and you cut out the coupons. But
I
you,
did.
But
That-
you put them back.
Yeah, someone says, "Hey, Merle, go get that coupon out of the paper. You gotta go there, and it's already cut out." I'm like, "What's up?"
But only.
No, I took the whole page out. I
Hold
took
on.
the whole thing.
But it was only like the newspaper dispenser at the restaurant?
Oh no. This was
No,
up
you
the
went
street.
like you went somewhere else.
Yeah, this is like
See?
we're right around the corner where I
See,
lived
that's what I'm
at.
talking about. The young criminals, man. It's so exciting when they first start out.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're smart and they go down the street. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So Jeff, let us know. What is it
No,
like?
no, Sean.
I didn't do anything
I'm
like
more,
that.
It's more Sean, really. Walk us through other young criminal exciting things that you did when you first started your criminal career.
Well, how about gratuity?
Great.
Okay, so
I was kidding. He's not.
No, let's talk about this because this happens. This is a dudes like us thing because it happens. It happens to us. It happens with us. So there are some folk, not necessarily me. I have done it a few times, but there are some times where you have, let's say, someone shows up at a nice restaurant and you have 8 people in your party, and they're kind of like, on the bottom of the little ticket it says, "Hey, look, any
gratuity added.
parties of 6 or more, gratuity is automatically added."
Yes.
So when they get their ticket, we'll ring it up, and then it will.
As the
God
waiter.
damn it, I'm having a hard time. So
this is still the waiter. Point of
so
view.
the server, the waiter, the server gets the ticket. They run the credit card, okay, with the tip included and everything. But when they receive the credit card voucher to print, it doesn't say
that it's included.
It doesn't say that it's included.
And
It
so they
doesn't
add
say,
more to it.
They do, and so it's
And
basically
you don't tell them that, hey,
You
tip's already there.
jack-
no, well,
jackass.
no. That was something I always did. I highlighted on their ticket,
But they didn't see it.
dude.
Because you didn't tell them.
I took the extra effort and highlighted it.
Did you use blue highlighter?
I used yellow.
No, it was invisible highlighter.
No.
It was clear.
I used yellow.
It was a clear highlighter.
It was a very thin pencil.
No, it was just a clear highlighter.
Thin pencil. Isn't it?
Right.
It was number 3 lead. You know?
Clear. No, it's flat out clear highlighter.
It was just his finger. Oh, I highlighted it.
Yeah, if they had a blue light, they would have seen it.
Yeah. It was my sperm.
What?
Sean.
There's no sperm on the ticket, Jeff. It's just a.
Oh, you talked about black light?
Well, black light doesn't have to always mean just
Because
sperm.
you sign your name.
It could also be
in
blood.
sperm.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
what you told me.
What just happened?
I don't know, Paul.
I said blue light, and it triggered Jeff. He immediately went to sperm.
All right. So some positive things happening here.
Immediately.
Amazon has pulled the Black Lives Matter option off of their list of donations.
Charitable.
Well, because
options.
Black Lives Matter screwed the shit out of all those corporations. That's
They
why.
totally delegitimized themselves. $60 million.
Black
And
Lives
they
Matter on Amazon.
and
And they don't know
can't-
where it's at.
And they don't know where it's at. Even California said they're going to what is California going to do to Black Lives Matter? They're going to
Nothing.
no, the opposite.
They're investigated, aren't they?
They're
Oh, well, they
upset.
want to know what their taxable $60 million is.
No, but they took action.
Probably.
California took some sort of action, kind of like Amazon did. They said something. I don't remember what it was, but it's Black Lives Matter is in trouble. They're in trouble as
Well,
an organization. I think,
As an organization.
I think companies are no longer going to it was bullshit. It was bullshit from the beginning. It was total bullshit from the beginning.
They bought into it though.
Yeah, they did. They hook,
And
line,
I don't
and
have
sinker.
I don't have any sympathy.
I don't either.
No sympathy.
If anyone was had any business savvy, they would have dove in head first. And
You can't.
And
You don't have
manhandled
time.
that.
I need to show. I need to virtue signal.
Virtue.
I need to give money.
100% virtue
Boom,
signaling.
boom, boom.
Amen.
That's all it was. It's virtue signaling, and they didn't investigate to see if this was legitimate. How is my money going to be used or anything?
And
They
then on
just
top
gave.
of that,
so they could say they gave.
yep. And on the heels of that, did you hear about the guy who is a Black Lives Matter activist?
Oh yeah.
He had a gun and went to a rally, and he shot the gun and tried to kill.
A Jewish congressman.
He
or
tried to
something
kill a Jewish candidate
like that. Candidate,
for
that's right.
office.
Right.
Missed him. It grazed his clothes. It literally went through his clothes, but it didn't hit him. And they, of course, arrested him and all this kind of stuff. Black Lives Matter posted his bail.
There are celebrities that posted his
what
bail.
the hell, man?
He literally tried to assassinate a candidate for office.
And he's a big MSNBC. They interviewed him. Joy Reid was big on him. There's a bunch of
and they
There he is.
literally bailed him out of jail.
I saw 4 celebrities that donated money.
Look at,
to
look at
his
that big
bail.
cheesy ass smile he has. This photo was taken with President Obama.
Wow, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. They bailed him out.
President Obama, one of the finest speakers, one of the most corrupt presidents, but man, he could talk.
Yeah, but that
I mean,
was why.
look at the picture they find of the guy he shot, making an
Ugly
face.
Shot at.
Whereas the other guy's smiling.
Oh,
Brown
yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
accused of opening fire.
Dude, that's no different than Trayvon Martin. Remember that? They showed a little kid when the Trayvon Martin
Oh yeah,
thing was happening.
they showed him when he was a kid.
Oh, he was a little like 10-year-old, and he looked so innocent and stuff. And then they showed him now, and he was like a full on thug,
right?
looking all mean, and his in Instagram showing a gun.
Well, he was what, 16 or 17 at the time?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's total optics.
Well, I'll tell you
right?
what, the guy that
Total
shot him,
bullshit optics.
You know, the guy that shot him ended up being a freaking moron.
Oh, Zimmerman.
Zimmerman?
Oh, George Zimmerman went on. Well, he got acquitted,
Well, he did.
and then he went on to have a domestic violence issue
With
with
his wife and
somebody.
just-
I don't know. He ended
That
up
was
being
his
a
girlfriend.
buffoon.
Yeah, the guy's a mess.
His
Yeah.
wife left him. And,
Yeah, the guy's a mess. No question about it.
Well, I would be too. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I mean,
you can't
to
go
be
anywhere without somebody
doxxed
knowing
like
who you were.
that?
Yeah,
He's a white Hispanic.
right.
Whoa.
Oh, definitely
Is there such
Hispanic.
thing?
Well, there is in the news
Huh.
because they kept saying he's white. He's white. A white man did this. A white man did this, and they found out that he's Hispanic. He's a white Hispanic.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Interesting. So where do these white Hispanic folk
So
come
they
from?
delegitimized his ethnic issue from the get go.
Correct.
God, that's such bullshit.
Because they kept saying, well, this is a white guy shooting a black guy. Then it came out, well, no, he's actually Hispanic. Well, he's a white Hispanic.
He's a white Hispanic. Oh, nice.
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Love
so-
it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Well, Paul,
Oh
it's
man,
10
we
o'clock.
took a major left turn on that one.
Did we
So-
ever get to camping?
We did not get to camping.
Yeah. Well,
Did we ever talk about the bourbon we were
what time does
drinking?
the podcast end?
It ends at 10:30.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Well, Paul was wanting to be a P and leave at 10. So, but has that changed?
Oh,
A Poseidon. A
a vagina.
A
Perseus.
V. He wants to be a V.
Perseus, like a demigod. What do you mean when you say P?
Poontang.
A poo?
Trump.
Is that a beer?
Yes, it is.
I'm
It's
not
sour.
I'm not a poutang sour beer.
Did we ever talk about our bourbon?
No, we did not.
We did not. It's Chattanooga whiskey.
No, it is not.
It's Redwood.
It's Redwood Empire.
You know what? And this is one of a series. There's actually 3 different ones. And
no,
this
there's
is
more.
well, and this is not the first we've had. All right, so what is this one? Sean, hit us.
Well, this is the Lost Monarch. It's named after the world's largest coastal redwood. Lost Monarch whiskey has a name to live up to, an award-winning bourbon rye blend with an exceptional balance of sweetness and spice.
Yeah,
Perfect
it
choice
does.
of those who just can't decide between rye or bourbon. We call it the best of both worlds.
I feel like we need subtitles for when you talk.
I think he kind of sounded like the announcer of The Price is Right as he's like listing,
Yeah,
listing the
yeah,
prizes.
So like if we had a video feed, we would need like closed caption.
All right. Well, it's a dark amber color with
That's
a
better.
slightly orange cast.
Isn't
That's
that all
much
bourbon?
better?
The nose complex with clove, cinnamon, vanilla, orange, citrus zest,
What the hell?
butterscotch notes, and an intriguing hint of
What the
Murphy
hell?
wood.
What
That was
does
sandalwood.
What does sandalwood taste?
I don't
like?
know what sandalwood.
Murphy wood.
or smell like. I know what
Probably
sandalwood
coarse
smells.
leather.
Coarse or horse?
Coarse leather.
Holy shit! 60% rye.
Is that right? No.
No,
it is
60% rye.
That's what
No
it just
No,
said.
it's a blended. It's blended.
not.
Look
It
right
can't
there.
Be.
No.
Holy shit!
It's blend. 60% rye whiskey.
Shut the front door. Look at
40%
that.
bourbon whiskey.
He's right.
No, it's a blend.
It is a blend, but the first blend is 60%
Yeah, but it's a blend
rye.
of 60% rye and 40% bourbon.
But if you look at it, it's actually a 95% rye.
Of the rye, it's 90% rye, 5%
So
barley.
you have
Of the
two
bourbon.
whiskeys. 60% of it is a rye whiskey. 40% is a bourbon whiskey.
Right. He's just saying it's more rye than bourbon.
No, he said it was 60% rye.
Well, that's what it says.
That's
is
what
incorrect.
it says.
No. It is not 60% rye.
It says right
It's-
If
there.
you did all of the math,
60% of the rye.
So what's 60% of 95? And then that's what you do.
Easy there.
Mathlete.
No.
No.
Come on, Paul. You're the engineer.
I am the engineer. Jeff, I'm glad you brought that up. All right, so let me walk you guys through this. There's actually an algorithm.
4-year-old bourbon. And
No, a blend of 4 to 12-year-old bourbon.
Okay, he is.
And a 3 to 5-year-old
I'm telling you,
rye whiskey.
did you have your testosterone shot today?
Absolutely. He's throwing down
I
tonight.
am. Come on, you got to be right. You got to be right about
gotta
these
be
things.
right.
What the
Sean.
fuck? 60% rye right there in the front thing. I got to be right?
It's
Here
not
we go.
60% rye.
It says 60% rye.
whiskey.
Does it say 60%
We
rye?
are the
No, it says 60% rye
world.
whiskey.
It says
We
rye.
are
So you have a
the
whiskey here.
children.
This is
No,
a
that's
rye.
Chattanooga.
This is
We
a rye
are
That's-
the
whiskey.
that's
ones
bottled
that make a
bond.
brighter
60%,
day,
40%
so
of
let's
bourbon.
start giving.
Doesn't mean it's a 60% rye.
Yeah, but that rye whiskey is 60%.
No, it's 95%.
No,
about-
it's 90%
how about
rye
wind
and
beneath your
5% malt
wings?
barley.
Wind beneath. How you say wind beneath your wings?
But the bourbon also has 21% rye.
Yeah, that was like We Are the World.
Yeah, I was trying to
You
think.
think of Bette Miller's "The Wind Beneath My, Wings"?
We don't listen to Bette Miller anymore.
Well, I'm trying to do something that's like harmonizing.
Although
Not-
I do like the rose. I will admit that.
So the bourbon is all right. Long story short, Redwood Empire Whiskey puts out some good stuff, but this stuff, I mean, it kind of reminds me. I like blends.
I do too. Oh well, I mean,
I
if
do
they're,
like
if they're good blends.
You know, and the 4-1s where they pick all 4 corners and they come in. This one is only 2, and it's
well, we like the 4 grain. That's
Yeah,
not a
We
blend.
do. That's good.
That's when they make a bourbon out of 4 grains that has the wheat and the rye.
Yeah,
and it's not blended together.
No, it's not blended, but it uses 4 grains. Like the Penelope, that's a 4 grain.
Do they take the
We actually have a-
separate 4 grain ones and do they blend the 4 grains together?
Well, they make the
Bring that up. I'm actually curious. Bring up Penelope 4-grain because I thought it was a blend.
no
It's not. You're saying it literally is distilled from a
with
mash
Well, they
bill
don't
with
blend
4
corn
grains.
together. I
with
mean,
corn,
originally.
wheat,
Okay, and I'm good with
rye,
that. I'm
and
good with
barley.
that. Yeah. Put up 4-grain, Penelope 4-grain. There it is, 4-grain bourbon. All right, so I thought it was a blend. It's not?
No.
Ask Cartel. No, that's not what it said. A blend of 3. Uh-oh.
Penelope 4 grains straight bourbon. What?
Uh-oh. Go back.
It said
It said a blend.
it said
That's not the
4
one we
grain,
have.
A
Yes,
blend
it
of
is.
3.
That is not the one we have.
Okay, but
It doesn't matter. It's because
that was great.
It read
It's,
a
it
blend
says
of
Penelope
Well, this
4-grain
one-
straight bourbon. Blend of 3 bourbon mash bills.
Yeah, it is. I could be wrong. I'll admit it. But that's not the one we have.
We're just giving you shit. All right, let's go to another one. Find the.
Yeah, that's not the one.
That's got to be it though.
No, it's the Black Label.
Oh,
Why's it got to be black?
It's the barrels.
because it's Black History Month.
Oh,
Oh,
is
it
it still
is.
February? Eh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dang it! Why'd you have to lead me there?
I mean, could it be? We got the bottle out there. We can just go grab it.
All right, so here's the thing. Tara's birthday is coming
There
up.
it is. No, no, no.
and
There it
we've
is.
got
I see it. I see it. To the right.
options to go
That's it.
camping.
That's it right
and
there.
the camping thing has brought up so many different.
That is not it.
Just
Ah, damn it!
we're trying to figure out where to go, and we're trying to figure out, all right, well, what makes camping fun? And we're trying to say, all
You're
right,
going to
well,
go camping for
Okay,
her
first
birthday?
off, it's not
Well,
camping.
they're-
They're
well,
RVing.
they're going to RV it, but I'm just
That's not
saying,
camping.
for them,
That's what I
it's
just
not.
said.
That's called.
But what-
that's called glamping.
They're going to be in the RV, but I was going to go perhaps over the weekend, but I didn't want to stay in the RV. I wanted to man up and get a tent or something
Oh,
No, it's
why?
gonna- it's gonna
Why
be-
do you have to be like that?
because I want them to enjoy
Well,
the
are you-
RV.
Then don't go.
When was the last time you took your testosterone shot?
No, I'm just saying that I would like to stay in the tent. What's the big deal?
Why?
Why not? Why can't I stay in a tent?
I guess you can.
I mean, the sleeping bags are rated for under 20 degrees, the ones I have.
We're not saying you're going to freeze to death.
No, but I'm
We're
just
just saying it's
No, I
not
will
as
go in the
comfortable.
RV
It's
and-
not
and-
as comfortable
and
as being in the RV.
congregate and drink and eat and have fun and hang out with them. But
And then go out to your tent.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
because the girls are going to stay in the RV and we'll stay.
okay.
on-
Well, that's
Or you can have a
different.
4-way. Just saying.
Oh wow! a 5-way, a 6-way? Is there any limit?
Well, if you talk about Cincinnati chili, it goes to 5-way.
Okay,
So that's the max.
5 ways the max. Did you absorb that,
I
Sean?
It's
5-way is the max.
I don't know,
Speechless.
man. Jeff fucking. That was the biggest curveball I've ever heard from Jeff.
Yeah, and that's a swing and a miss for me. I can't hit that. I can't hit that.
All right, you won.
I won the prize.
Seriously, when's the last time you had your testosterone thing?
Oh, really? Why? Why
Because
would
I
you
got to
say
ask
that?
the question.
Why?
When's the last time you done yours?
What's today?
I don't know.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
22nd?
Yesterday.
Right.
We've already had this conversation. I do mine every 3.5 days,
Okay.
and I self-inject.
I know. I'm asking you.
I do it once a week,
So once a week. So is it like a Mondays,
Sundays.
Sundays? And is compared to what you're doing, is it
Yes.
the same stuff?
It's the same
It's
stuff,
the same stuff.
just different dosages at different intervals.
All right. Because there was some like stickier stuff and less sticky stuff.
No.
Yes. Yeah,
No.
no.
Like
it's not-
semen?
No, not. Dude,
Does it make it stickier?
I don't know. Jeff, how's your semen? Is it sticky? Mine's very viscous.
no. There are some
on,
testosterone
let me call-
shots that you get that are
let me
very
call Shelley.
viscousy that
I'm-
last for
time
like
out,
30
time out.
minutes.
I'm gonna use
or
a
30,
lifeline.
30
Is
I'm
that
gonna
a
use a
side
lifeline.
effect?
I'm gonna use a lifeline. Call Shelly. Hey, honey, what's going on? Yeah, listen. Sean wants to know if my sperm is sticky.
Is it stickier?
Is it stickier than before?
And does it taste like
Do
pineapples?
you remember when I didn't do the shots? Is it viscous or
Viscous.
she just hung up?
Did it glue your hairs on your eyebrows shut?
Really?
What?
Wow. Wow. Too much. Too far. Too much. Too far.
All right. So, based
Where are you
on
going with
one
this?
of our past podcasts, you had brought up
Sticky
there are
semen?
different types of the
We actually just say SS.
testosterone where you take like you get an
SS.
injection of some really
That's a
thick
Nazi.
shit that
SS.
will eventually erode
SS.
away in 30 days. Or you could take some stuff that's kind of instant that erodes in less time. Does that make sense?
There are
Long term, short term.
well, there's pellets that you inject
Yeah.
underneath your skin. Those
Yeah,
are
but-
pellets.
Are they pellets? Or I thought there was like some sort of a syrupy kind of.
No.
They're pellets.
The pellets that you can inject in your butt cheek.
Yeah.
And they release over like 6 weeks.
Correct.
Yeah,
Oh, even
but-
longer than that.
Yeah.
Months. 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my point by
3-6
bringing that
months.
up is that, but their dissolve rate is sort of.
Somewhat controllable. Yes.
Is it controllable?
Not really. Some people.
That's my point.
Yeah. Some
Is-
people dissolve it a lot faster than others, and I don't really understand that, and I'm not on board with that.
But that's what I'm bringing up, and that's why I was asking: is yours in that neighborhood, or is yours like Paul's?
Paul's.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of the.
Self-inject. I'm on board with self-inject because you can control.
And are you injecting
everything.
yourself?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Julie does it.
Yeah.
And where do you inject it?
In the
In
eyelid,
the left shaft.
right underneath the eye.
You have a right shaft.
You have multiple shafts.
Wow, you're like a
Correct.
cow
Okay,
udder.
they
huh?
didn't-
In the
my
ass.
my
It's
urologist. My urologist didn't walk me through
Did he-
multiple shafts.
Did he
Maybe
frown upon the shaft
I
injection?
think I have a unishaft. I wasn't aware that there was something other than
Fuck
that.
out of here. In my left shaft.
Yeah.
Don't,
Honey, which
don't do it to the right. We have
honey,
to
which
alternate.
one do you want to use tonight? How does that work? Okay. Thank
So
you,
in the
Jeff.
buttocks.
It's intramuscular, so it has to go in your muscle.
Yes.
Either you could do it in your thigh, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Butt
Yeah,
cheek all the way.
Yeah, the butt cheek, in the muscle, and your glute.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the thigh?
gluteus maximus?
Because these needles are this long.
They're really long needles.
Are they
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
I mean, they're an inch long.
No, they're more than an inch. This thing's an inch and a half.
Mine's 6 inches. Yeah, it pokes out the front of my femur.
It goes all the way through.
Dude,
Yeah.
is it really inch and a half
Very
long?
uncomfortable.
Yes, it's an inch and a half.
That's not that long.
I don't. I don't think.
I'll go
mine-
get you one of mine.
I literally don't
I'm
think
gonna
mine are
pass.
that long.
I'll go get you one of mine. And you look at it, you're like, because the first time I picked those up, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think you do the ones that are meant for elephants. You probably need to do the ones that I do, which is for humans.
Yeah, you get a veterinarian one.
No, these are like, these are like, because on there,
Yeah, where do you go?
yours
Do you
put
go
down
to a vet
rhinos.
to get your
I
shots?
do. They're elephant. This is like big darts.
Yeah, I
She
would.
shoots me from across the room.
It's like a harpoon.
and then it pumps in.
Mr. Jeff, are you ready? Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think
I'll show you one when we get downstairs.
mine are not that long. They're really not that long. But maybe let's compare needles.
Oh God! All right.
We won't
So,
share needles. We'll just compare
anyhow,
needles.
I was curious about that because we never talked about that, and we never talked about any of your. We had talked about the testosterone in one of our previous podcasts, but we did.
Well, I can
at
tell
that
you,
time,
I
Jeff wasn't. You weren't taking
Well, I can
it.
tell you, I have more energy,
Do you?
a lot more, because I'm out there in the garage working,
Yeah, you are
right? Instead of sitting on my ass like I was,
right.
right? So I have more energy. I'm wanting to go to the gym. I want to do this. I want to do that. I haven't
Yeah.
lost the weight yet because as soon as I took it, then I got the fucking COVID, and I was out for a few weeks,
Right.
and now I'm getting back into it, right? So now I want to go back and I want to, start losing
Yeah.
the weight.
You definitely have energy, and you fight with Sean more. I like that.
Do you really? Does he really?
Yeah, you guys argue more. I like that.
Well, that's good. That's all
I
right.
think more people need to argue with Sean
Instead of you.
instead of me. Yeah, I don't want to be the only testosterone needle junkie
All right. Well,
that fights with Sean. I'm kidding. God, look at
No,
you. You all
but-
about Sean.
I'm just like, all
No,
right.
I can see your face. You're all.
but-
Oh, really?
What just happened?
Yeah. Did you really?
What?
Whatever. Anyway, we're just giving you shit. Anyway, what's your point? Where do you want to go with that? Would you like to get on the program?
Well,
I can
I'm
give
not
you a
against
discount.
it. I'm not against it.
I have a
That's what I was asking
referral.
because we haven't talked about the size of the needle, and
I'll show you one when I get down there.
I don't care about it. I mean, I'm a man. I'll take it right in my wherever it needs to
Take
go.
it
Your
up the
right
pee-
shaft.
Up the pee-pee hole?
Dude, I will shove it. I will. It won't go
Yes.
anywhere near my pee-pee hole.
Oh, no pee-pee hole shaft.
No,
Okay, that's fine.
but I'll put it in my scrotum if I need to.
No,
Shut
you
the
don't need to.
Shut the front door. You're not going to stick a needle in your scrotum. You would
Dude,
be an idiot.
I am constantly touching my scrotum.
Oh,
Constantly.
Why?
My scrotum
okay.
is like there's like no feeling in there.
Yeah, this got very.
I can like
very
I can
personal.
like poke things in there. Nothing happens.
Have you-
It's like
have-
a. It's
so
like
you've
a,
done this.
It's like a tortoise shell.
So you've taken a knife and done this.
I don't.
like
I've
a-
never done a knife.
like a toothpick.
I haven't done it with anything.
Well, you said
Have you jabbed
You ju-
anything into your scrotum sack?
No, well, I mean, just think a couple times a day. You
okay.
reach
I'll
down
give
there
you
and
one
you're
of my
like,
needles, and you poke a hole in your
What
scrotum.
are you talking
I am not going to
about?
pierce my scrotum.
Well, you said that's what you would do, right?
Have we all been vasectomied?
What the fuck are we drinking?
No, let's talk about
No,
vasectomies.
let's back up a second because
no,
I
we're
think this
all
shit.
50
What is
plus.
the proof on this bourbon?
I don't know.
They say 95. I call bullshit. So, if we're going to talk about 50s health and all that kind of stuff, are we all
I am.
vasectomied? I am as well.
I am not.
You are not vasectomied.
Oh, I am shooting wigglies.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. All right, so I don't know.
I tell you the reason why I got mine
Okay.
is I did not want my wife to get a hysterectomy because my mother got a hysterectomy and had to go on hormones, and that led to her breast cancer.
Okay.
So I told my wife, I was like, I don't want you to do that.
Right.
I will get the vasectomy instead.
Right. It's much easier for the man to become sterile
Oh, it is.
than the woman to become sterile. It's so invasive.
Well,
Right.
the last
Invasive
time
for the woman
child
to
that we
become
had, unbeknownst to me, which is really fucked up,
Yes.
my mother-in-law made the choice to take that away from my wife.
How did she have that power?
Yeah. Why wouldn't your wife didn't discuss it with you? What do you mean? She
No.
just made an appointment and did it and didn't even tell you?
Okay, so we had our last child at
Oh.
the same time.
Oh, okay. That's usually when they do it. By the way,
Well, at the same
I don't
but you
think
didn't
so.
know.
the,
don't
yeah,
think-
the conversation was never had with
That's
me.
not cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, how did your mother-in-law have that?
Because she was in the
Power.
room with her.
I don't know. In fact, my wife even is like, she wanted another child.
Whoa. She did it against the will of even your wife?
You know what? I need to fact check that, but and this is kind of a very sore subject.
Yeah,
But-
I wouldn't fact check it. I would let it go.
Yeah. Well,
That was a long time ago, and it's too late now.
it is way too late.
wouldn't even
but
go
it
there.
It kind of steeps into
Something's weird about that whole situation.
Yeah. Well, it happened, and I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I found out that she couldn't have any more kids, I was like, really? When did that happen? Why was
Oh.
I involved in that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a discussion that you should have. You know,
That's the question. That's a
And
conversation I
Julie and I
should have
had-
had prior.
yeah, Julie and I
Prior
had
is
the
what he
hard
means. That's
discussion
what he means.
because she wanted one because she was having lots of hormone girl stuff issues.
Right.
And I was like, and she wanted one. I was like, no. I was like, I don't want you to do that because of this, because of my experience. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know.
Right.
And I was like, I'll just go. It's easier for me to recover. They went in there and did their thing.
had a very large child.
It wasn't that. It was the internal
You
and
give
the
birth to the
hormones.
freaking Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like Andre the Giant.
he was. He came out at 6'4".
Oh, wow.
No.
Wow. That would look like a very awkward pregnancy.
Yeah,
I mean, she'd be swollen in a lot of weird areas.
yeah, just like a
Like
human
one.
body shaped stomach,
Yeah, like a leg sticking out of her neck and,
and he's
stuff.
flexing
like
like all the boys do these
that would
days.
be Preston.
Yeah, they all do it.
Good
They
Lord.
just look at themselves. Look at them. Ooh.
Those boys. I'm excited for when they get back together.
They're
I
a
know
mess.
Brandon's been in Lubbock for a long while, and the boys been in College Station, and it's like
Yeah, when they reconvene during the summertime,
it's off the hook.
it's
It-
hilarious.
It's kind of like
it's hilarious.
the first time the boys were like seniors in high school, and Brandon had gone to Nacogdoches, and he was playing football into the college there, and we brought the boys up there on the to visit Preston and Steven. And it's like we get to the hotel room, and all they see each other, and all of a sudden it's just
Wrestle.
they're WrestleMania.
oh, it's like
and they're like
it's like Gremlins.
they're fagging out.
They're like
over it,
hanging
just
out.
Trying
They're
to,
like
Brandon's
hanging from the ceiling.
and we're just watching, and
Yep.
Jeff and I were like, "Fuck that! I'm not getting in there."
I'm not. Yeah, well, that's the way it was every time because Preston would go on vacations with us, like several vacations, and every time we get to the hotel room, it was a wrestle match.
That's
And it was
so
always Steven and
weird.
Preston against Brandon.
Why?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
weird.
I don't know. It was violent.
I just love the fact that when summertime comes, instantaneously they all get together.
Oh yeah.
All of them, they converge from everywhere, and they all get together. And then, I mean, they don't always go to my house, but I mean, they go to a house, right? And then eventually they end up at my house, right? They rotate, right? And then when
We
they
have
do,
like the halfway house.
oh, when they do, it's like, it's just awesome. Like Shelly and I will be watching TV, and then boom, the door slams open. And it's like, hugs and craziness, and they all like talk, and when there's million side conversations going on, and then they all go upstairs and they all do their thing. Yeah, oh yeah, they all play pool and
Filate.
have
Is that what
their
you said?
have their
I did not
drinks
say
and
that.
Yeah, that's
you know
the
what I
sound
mean.
you're
It's
making.
it's just cool. I love it. I love it when they all come home, and
Yeah.
they're all my sons. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
It is crazy. You guys had sons, and I've got 2 daughters.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Yeah.
experience that at all.
Yeah, I didn't get to experience the period.
I wouldn't suggest it,
Wow, the period.
dude.
Well, yeah.
Nailed
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Nailed it. Yeah,
It's
sucks.
It's unpredictable.
dude. It sucks now.
Oh, I bet. Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
what do you mean? It never ends.
I mean, it's like
Well, it does once they get to the 50s.
Okay. All right, my 2 daughters are both above 50, which makes me 85. What are you now? That's what you have to look forward to when they're done doing that?
oh, if they're living with me, I guess.
Oh,
Hopefully they're not at
No,
that
do
point.
not say that. Do not say that.
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't even care if they are. My
Yes, you
kids can
do.
stay with me as long as they want. The only thing I want my kids to do is be productive.
Yeah.
Is be productive. Be productive and do something respectable.
I hear you.
And that's really, I don't care. I mean, I've got like, the houses, there's always something to do with the house. And it's frustrating, frankly, because all my kids are graduated.
Yes.
So they don't pay rent.
Right.
That house should be immaculate.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to leave it at that.
I plan on charging rent when my
Yeah,
kids.
you should.
Once
you
my
honestly
kids.
should.
I told my boys this: if you graduate college, you can come live with me. I will charge you a very small rent
Yeah.
to get you ready to pay rent out there. I'll be 10% of what you're going to charge for an apartment.
Right.
I want you to get ready, and I want you to contribute to the household.
Right.
You're graduated from college.
No, I get it.
And I'm going to, and I told him, I was like, you can live with me for a year, 2 years. I live with my mom. I paid rent.
Yeah.
I pay $250 a month.
Yeah. So far, I've been very fortunate. My oldest is incredibly money savvy. No, not money savvy. He gets it. He gets it.
Right.
Right. I actually didn't even need to charge him rent. I didn't need to do anything like that. And now he's moved out. He's gotten his own apartment, and we're talking about splitting. Having him pay for his either getting his own insurance for car insurance, or paying me for his portion of it.
Right.
Including phone, including like everything that we share. And he's like, yeah. Just, hey, Dad, he has an account within my family of accounts. So I can see, just like when they were younger, I can see all of their accounts and know how much money they have. And he's like, Dad, just transfer the money from my account to your account.
Yeah. My
for
boys have
for
been,
whatever whatever you want to pay me for. I mean, he's making good money. And
my boys have been paying their car insurance since they've been 16.
see, he has not been doing anything, but he's 100% on board with it. You know what I mean? It'd be different to be like, what? I mean, I don't get it. Like, but he's like, transfer whatever you need. And if you need me to get my own deal, let me know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? He's awesome that way.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, I was very proud of him. He's like, Dad, I want to get off your phone plan.
Yeah, good for
He's
him.
like, I want to get my own phone plan and start taking on my own bills. And I want to do them slowly. So when I graduate and get a
learn.
job, I'm not hit with phone
Everything at
bill,
once.
insurance bill, this bill, this bill, this
Oh,
bill. He
yeah.
goes, I want to get my phone bill. I learn how to live with that.
Right.
And then I'll start taking over this other bill.
Right.
Right. And I don't expect him to through college. Right. He wanted to do this. I didn't expect that.
Right.
And I was like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But and I tell both my kids, I was, like Steven, he originally wanted to be go to school and be a fireman. I was like, in 2 years, you need to live with me,
Right.
for at least a year
To get your feet.
Save your salary.
Absolutely. Get your.
Pay me minimum. Save your salary and go buy a freaking house somewhere.
Yep.
You're going to have 40 grand in the bank.
Tried.
Hey, man.
I tried to get my oldest to stay
April
longer
8th?
than he did, but he wouldn't.
Do you guys realize April 8th is like next to my birthday?
Did you realize it's also the weekend of my 25th anniversary?
God damn it. Are you going to fuck this up?
Don't fuck this up. We're talking about Loverboy, right?
Yeah.
We're on the floor where they sit the whole
My
time.
anniversary is
and
the
get spit on.
12th. My anniversary is the 12th.
Well,
Stand
that's
by.
later.
Well, it's a Tuesday, I think.
Okay, you're good.
Well, it has to be the weekend, right?
Well, is this a Friday or Saturday, Loverboy? What's the 8th?
Well, it's a Friday.
Okay, you're good. Saturday, you're good. No, Sunday.
So Shelley said, it's our 25th anniversary, Paul.
I'd be like, what?
What? It's Loverboy.
It's Loverboy.
Right. No, so Loverboy's in.
Don't
I already
you
talked to
dare
Julie.
back out.
I already talked to Julie about it. I'm backing out.
Hold on.
You're not.
Hold on.
I'm gonna fucking strangle him.
When is your
The 12th.
the 12th? So it's on a Tuesday. So you could celebrate 16th.
We're going to do the 16th. We're going to see my dad the following weekend for his
That's
80th.
awesome.
And then I told, because I was planning before I realized, because the reason I texted you is Loverboy still the
That's
8th?
like spring break, though.
No, March.
What?
No, March 7th
What
or
is
6th
wrong with
is spring
you?
break.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, it's the week after next. Good Lord.
Spring break isn't very springy anymore.
Always March,
It's
bro.
always March.
Yeah, I know,
Always.
but
What
I'm
planet
just,
are you on?
You had 4
Uh-oh.
kids in school.
You do.
You should know this.
bingo.
More than us, you should know this.
Bingo.
take turns kissing my butt.
Okay, hold on. So
I knew that,
hold on. Your
actually.
birthday.
It's April 2nd, right?
The first week of April, yeah.
So we got a couple things to celebrate during that Loverboy concert.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So I want to plan a trip for Julie and I probably the first week in May
Where are you guys going?
to go. I'm thinking maybe
Prosper.
or Salina.
Downtown Dallas, courtesy of Dart.
Gunter.
Are you gonna go to Aubrey?
No, I'm thinking Beaver's Bend. Maybe get a cabin.
Ooh, you know what? You
Beaver's Bend.
Sean's 12.
I'm back. I'm sorry, what?
So I'm thinking about getting a cabin somewhere because Julie's going to have
Beaver's
surgery.
Bend
In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And they're going to bend the beaver.
Yes.
Is it like a lesbian retreat or
Oh, God.
No, it's an area in Oklahoma. It's a lake.
It's an areola in Oklahoma.
Remind me to hook you up with a friend that I have that rents Kevin. He owns a Kevin out there, and he rents it.
All right.
I mean, he might be able to get you a deal.
Okay. Is it
Remind me.
nice?
No, it's super shitty. It's actually a former meth house. Actually, it's a current meth house.
I'm in.
It's a meth house in Oklahoma.
I'm
All
in.
right.
Do you
Yeah.
throw meth
Oh,
in?
you get a great
Is it
discount.
blue
though.
ice?
You just have to stay in the room that they're not making the meth in. That's all.
All right.
That sounds like a great deal.
Yeah.
It sounds like we've said a lot this podcast that we probably shouldn't have.
Yes.
We might have
And-
to go back and edit some of this.
I don't
Like,
yeah,
I'm thinking all of it.
I tell you what, I'm a little toasty.
You turned into 12-year-old Sean over there. Beaver's Bend.
You really did.
It was fun.
Talking about sticky semen.
Yeah,
You
what
were
was-
talking about sticky
No,
semen.
No, that was
no,
you.
that was 100% you. Yep.
What just happened?
Yep. That
He was
just
the one
happened.
talking about semen.
No, SS, sticky semen.
You're like, does that cause sticky?
All
Does it make it stickier?
right. Well,
Anyway.
you know what? It's dudes like us. We got what's coming up? What's next? What's today? 22nd. We got March coming up.
So I'm good with next week. It doesn't have to be Tuesday,
It'll be
but
Wednesday.
I can do Wednesday.
It'll have to be
Be
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And we have an ice storm coming tomorrow. We didn't even talk about
Yeah.
that.
That's right.
Nice. I'm digging it.
And I'm driving to College Station and driving to Tucson, bro. We didn't even cover that either. I will let you know how that goes.
All right, bitch.
Crazy.
All right, this is Dudes Like Us. I'm Jeff.
I'm Paul.
I'm Sean.
Adios, mofo.
Mofo. Keep your semen sticky.
God.
That is just.
What? No, what did I say? What did I say?
No, you're gross.
What? Okay. Bye, guys.